How you doing? I'm Antonio McLemore. Welcome to my Tacoma wealth story. I want to talk about a few principles that has changed my life and I truly believe will change your life. I'm going to talk about access points. Oftentimes when we're talking about wealth, right, you can look around, right, it's about beautiful home. Most people, when we're talking about building wealth, they think it starts here. It starts at the big house. But I think it's imperative when we're talking about building wealth that you learn to understand your story. Your story is consequential to you developing wealth, not just for yourself, but for the generations to come. This is what we call legacy. Say legacy with me. Okay, so let's talk about access points, right? But I'm gonna describe this access analogy through something that you and I both know a lot about. Have you ever heard of something called a mall? All right, we have one, it's called the Tacoma Mall. And I want you to imagine with me, right, like if I'm thinking through myself, there are a few places that I have to save to get there, right? Whether it be Nordstrom, I know there's not a Gucci store, but just imagine with me, right? There are places in the mall that oftentimes when we're accessing where we stay away from, right? Because of our budget doesn't match that particular store yet. However, we still go into the mall and there are still things that we need to get from the mall. And we typically are entering the mall through an access point to get to the closest store that we're going to be buying things from. And so the analogy about our wealth access point is the same, that we all have an access point into this wealth conversation. And the first principle that I want to give you is that we want to get into the mall, get into the wealth game, just get in. I don't care what door you enter through. I don't care whether you're a single parent, you're a single mama. I was raised by a single mom, 4 kids. So whatever your reality may be, you're a dad and you're working paycheck to paycheck, it's important that you know your access point and whatever your access point is. Maybe you're like me. I was a food court guy, right? It was like I could only afford food there. But I started there. I just started there, but I didn't stay there. And so we're going to be talking about a lot of principles to get you from where you started to that beautiful store that has that expensive thing that you're dreaming about. And that's really the vision behind access points, is we all start somewhere, but the principle is just get through the door.